What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Raider Nation, the New England Raider Boosters. Let's start the show. Real quick test. Can you guys hear me okay? Shit. Come on. Can you still hear me? I had to switch things. Because I think it was working off the microphone on the cam that you're using. All right, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to Raiders and More with Jeff². So it's been a few weeks since you and I have been on together, right?
Yeah, Combine was the last time.
Yeah, so it was like 2 weeks ago. So I mean, a lot of things have happened since then. We've had some free agent signings. The rankings for these players coming out for the draft. The rankings have changed since the combine. But I'm curious, I know we really haven't talked about much. We brushed a couple of things over a lot in the last couple of weeks, but what's your general feeling on what's going down with the Raiders since 2 weeks ago?
I wasn't excited about Geno off the rip, but I mean, when you look at who else was out there, it kind of like my pick for QB was Justin Fields, but it kind of looks like he was going to the Jets the whole time. That's kind of where it seems like he wanted to be, and he's back with Garrett Wilson, which is good for him because they played in college. So he gets someone he's already familiar with right off the rip. So that'll be good for him, I think. Geno would he be my number one pick? No. Is he better than?
Hoping it was Fields.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Is he better than Minshew? Absolutely.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're better than Minshew.
I wouldn't say that much. I wouldn't go that far.
It's not you over Minshew.
It would be a run heavy team. So grabbing Geno is good. Paying Max his fair share, more than his fair share. Personally, I think more than we needed to. But if Max is as good a team player as he would be, he would take a slight cut. Does he deserve the money? Yeah, he deserves the money. But we could have saved a little bit. But giving Max his deal, that was needed. Losing Spillane, fuck, that blows. Getting Mostert, I think, is a really, really good move.
I mean, as well as I do, losing Spillane hurt, but I think what hurts even more is where did he end up?
Yeah. The guy we replaced him with is marginally better though. I don't know. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name. But if you look at his stats from last year, he was better than Spillane in all of them. Forced tackles for loss, forced fumbles, QB pressures, shit like that. Like he was better than Spillane. Spillane's big thing that I like about him is his work ethic. How he likes to he is the embodiment of what it's like to be one of those old time Raiders. He's a hard hitter and he hits fast.
He's like the mini version of Max, you could say. Like he's good.
Max Light.
Yeah,
Max Light.
Max Light.
Crosby Light. Crosby Light. Picking up Mostert as a definitive, as of right now, first string running back. I think fantastic. He was able to keep A-Chain on at bay for a couple of years, which is great. On a team of speedsters in Miami, Mostert coming to us. I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm okay with the Mostert move.
I think it solidifies that we will be picking. We will be taking a running back sometime in the draft. And Geno coming in also makes me think we're grabbing a quarterback somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm thinking probably third round or second. We did give up one of our third rounds for Geno, which, if you ask me, I think that's fair enough.
I think that's a steal.
Yeah, because it's not our original. It's not our original pick. It's the one that it's the Devontae Adams consolation prize. The Jets legitimately gave us Geno Smith to have 4 touchdowns from Devontae last year.
Something like that. I don't even know what his stats were.
Oh my god!
Once a player leaves a team, I don't really care about.
Oh my god, it was terrible. Man, he's like I left one bad spot and went to a worse spot. Like, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna bang through the chat here real quick, because as everybody knows, chat lives matter. So we're gonna reach out to our fan base here. So Panda's in the house. What's up, Panda? Robert Pena, what's up? What's up? Arnie's in the house. Let's see, Mark, what's going on, man? Thank you, Arnie. That intro was done by Ray the Savage from the Cage Match. He did that for me a few weeks ago. So I appreciate what he did there. Randy N, our Bronco fan, is in the house.
All fans matter.
Arnie, I'll get to your questions in a moment. Yeah, my opinion, he went to the Chargers, unfortunately. I did hear that he wanted to move to tackle and not guard, so that could have been part of the reason why we didn't bother trying to bring him. Let's see, who else is here? Raider Nation, Jason, what's up, Jason? How you doing, brother? Let's see. 805's in the house. What's up, 805? How you doing? All right. So some of you that may be new to this show may not know who this gentleman is sitting next to me, but it is my son, Jeff, known as JT or Jay. Or when he was younger, I used to call him Numbnut sometimes too, but not as much anymore. But he is the father to our granddaughter. So this is Riley's dad. And she was just here a little while ago, so I did get to spend some time with Riley today. So I'm in a much better mood today. Anytime I see her, she cheers me up. She's just a little sweetheart. So it's been a couple of weeks since him and I have been together doing a show. Last time he was on with me was during the combine, but there were a bunch of other people on the show with us too. So it wasn't really just our show together. So today was a chance to show off the new logo that it came with, which you saw in the thumbnail. I was working on an intro, but I just couldn't get it to work right. So I gave up on it, used the Booster Club one for now. I mean, he's a member of the club anyway, so it's only fitting that I use that one anyway for now. But yeah, that's why I gave him free roam at the start of this to give his takes on what he thought's going on with the Raiders since him and I last talked. So, I mean, you've heard what he's had to say. I feel as though I've raised him right as far as his analysis of football. He doesn't necessarily have the same takes I do. A lot of people would think that, someone like your son would probably follow in your footsteps as far as like your thought process on the team and everything. But he's got his own thoughts.
The game's changed since when you're used to it. It's completely different now.
I mean, since I'm used to it, following.
I know, but like
talking about?
You've been a fan for a long time, right? So you're more used to the way things were a little bit ago.
So now you're saying I'm having a hard time adjusting.
No, I'm just saying there's different stats that you want to look at now.
There's different stats.
There's different things that you want more than you would have a couple years ago. QB pressures are big now because a lot of quarterbacks are running quarterbacks.
Well, yeah, because so if you can pressure, ends are a hell of a lot more athletic because if you can were before.
Because if you can push a guy out of the pocket, make him move, he'll make mistakes. Not a lot of people are good at thinking on their feet. Look at Minshew; he's terrible at it.
Yeah, I mean,
so
pressures are great, but I want results. Like I want sacks, I want fumbles out of it.
But that's another thing is now the quarterbacks are more mobile. Sacks are a little more of a bigger thing now. Well, getting a sack is more difficult.
It's great that Max leads that every year at quarterback pressures, but that doesn't get me wins. You know, that doesn't get our defense in a good spot. Yeah, he pressures the quarterback, but somebody like Mahomes, you pressure him,
He's just
he
gonna
just runs and
yeah.
he throws some stupid ass pass that you're like, how's that even going to happen? And he connects, and it turns into a touchdown,
or he
gets
completely
a first down,
or he completely ignores
know.
Travis Kelce when he's wide open in the Super Bowl and tries to rush in a first down on himself.
Yeah, but those are good though.
He's a fucking idiot. I mean, he got the first down, which sucked, but also idiot.
So Arnie's first question here is he wants to know what the holdup was with Geno Smith's extension. That I don't know right now, and obviously that's as puzzling to anybody else in Raider Nation right now. No clue what's holding
with
it up.
us.
Yeah, he hasn't signed it yet. He's agreed to it, but nothing's been signed yet. So there's something that's sticking. The sticking point. What scares me is he's due a signing or a guaranteed bonus tomorrow by it'd be the Seahawks. I don't know if we technically owe the rights to it yet or not. I don't know how that legality pod works. I don't know if anybody else out there knows that.
Mm.
But my biggest fear is he decides, no, I'm not going to come here.
It could be Chip
because
Kelly.
He can still do that. He could easily just walk away.
Yeah, it could be. It could be Chip Kelly.
Now where are we? Now we're back to have to draft a quarterback, and we're scrambling for the leftovers out there with veterans. Which, again, this whole free agency pool was horrible this year. There wasn't a lot of like talent that you look at and go, oh shit, we got to get him.
I'm not saying
we got to get him.
I'm not saying I want either of these two guys, but Rodgers and Wilson haven't landed anywhere.
Well, that's just it too. Those are your two top guys that are still available that you
top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Top of the bottom.
By default.
Yeah.
What I'm going to let you answer this one. He wants to know who are your top 5 best players in the draft.
For me,
yeah,
top 5. I would have put Abdul Carter at the top, but since he's got that injury and he's more than likely not going to play the entire season next year, I probably would put him out of the top 5 at this point. Top 5. Cam and Shedeur are not on there. I think Jackson Dart's a sleeper.
Top 5 overall?
I didn't give him a number. I said he's a sleeper.
Yeah, but he's only asking for your top 5. He's not asking for your top 25. Top 5. Just name top 5 guys you think.
Genty is, in my opinion, the number 1.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, well, because Cam and Shedeur.
We don't agree on certain things.
Cam and I'm not saying we should pick him, which I don't think he's a top 5 with guy. It's a defensive heavy top 5. And I gotta be clear, I'm not really too knowledgeable on most of them. Travis Hunter as a D-back is up there, probably 2 or 3.
You caught that right? Yeah, he basically called me old.
I called you old. Yeah. God, you're wise beyond your years. I don't know I don't know all the names of the guys at the top. I just know the names of the guys that we've been looking at. There's the kid from Michigan, the cornerback from Michigan. He's up there.
Will Johnson.
Yep. Isn't there another kid from Michigan too?
Yeah,
linebacker.
No, defensive tackle Mason Graham.
I mean, as far as stats go, Abdul Carter could still be at the top 5. He's just not going to play
top
this
5.
year.
He should still probably go number 1. The only thing that may scare people off is
the injury. Yeah.
So I mean, all right, top 5.
I think Genty's
not in any particular order, but the top 5 would be like Cam Ward, Abdul Carter. I'm just looking at it based on the teams out of there. Mason Graham, Travis Hunter. Someone's still going to go with that kid Campbell from LSU, the offensive lineman. I think someone's still going to take a shot at him.
I swear, if Travis Hunter falls to the Patriots, I'm going to cry. He shouldn't, but if he does, it's not something I want. I don't want Travis Hunter on the Patriots.
And then still in that top 5, you could throw in like a Will Johnson, T-Mac, the wide receiver. Again, based on those teams that are in the top 5,
did you see
looking possibly at a quarterback? You could still possibly throw Shedeur Sanders in there. I'm just so sour on him. I don't want.
The thing with Shedeur is if you look at the stats, he's decent, but then you add his attitude to it, and it's a negative.
Yeah, but see, some people will dispute that with you about his attitude. That
Look
he
at his
doesn't have an
dad.
attitude.
Look at who his dad is.
Yeah, but you got to take his dad out of the equation.
You can't.
because
He's been
not
his coach his whole fucking life.
I get that. I get that. And yes, the son will pick up on father's tendencies. I understand
Ridiculous.
that. So yeah, but part of his demeanor may wear off on him too. I get that. But I mean, he is still his own independent person, just like you. You're still your own independent person. You have different takes than I do on some stuff. Just like you think Genty's in the top 5.
I
you're
do.
fucking crazy.
I think he's in the top 5.
Well,
I think he's in the top 5. I think he'd be a good pick for us.
oh my god!
I think he would
say that too loud. No.
What? Like Mark Davis is gonna fucking hear me?
You'd be surprised who watches some of this shit out here. You're crazy.
Mark Davis, pick Genty. Just make my dad angry. That's all it's for.
Scream as loud as possible. I'll subscribe. I'm not screaming in this house right now.
I will.
Thank you, Arnie.
What?
Arnie says, OG Jeff knows winning football, real Raider football, plus saw the Raiders win Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not my fault.
No.
Team was shit ever since I've been alive. Just bad decision after bad decision.
Yeah, and that's what
it's not my fault.
I know, and I feel bad for like your generation of Raider fans because you guys don't really know what it's like to experience winning football. Yeah, you had a couple of winning seasons
for real
mixed in here and
I know
there.
what it's like to win football. It's just I know what it's like from the opposite end because of all the fucking Patriots fans over there.
Right.
Yeah, we're the best.
Yeah, I mean, you and I both we've lived through that torment of the Patriots being so good during those years, and the last few years have been great because they've just been complete shit.
I still think that the best thing Chandler Jones ever did with his life was when he stiff-armed Mac Jones into the fucking dirt. That was fantastic.
The best thing he did when he was with us.
It's the best thing he's ever done in the NFL. It's fantastic.
And then
he went crazy.
Then he had a mental breakdown and went nuts.
Yeah, poor guy went crazy.
Vanished. Let me ask you this:
Uh-huh.
How do you think the Patriots are going to look going into this new season?
I think they're scary.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? See?
I do think
people thought I was crazy.
I do think they're going to have a hard time in the division now that Buffalo's got Bosa.
No, Buffalo's their only threat in that division right now.
I wouldn't count the Jets out. I wouldn't say they're great. I wouldn't count them out.
What are they?
Because we don't know. We don't know.
I don't think the Jets even know what they got.
Well,
what do you mean with the Jets?
They still have.
Sorry, they got Fields.
They still have Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner, who both won Rookie of Offense and Defense Player of the Year on their rookie season.
And they're gonna shit bum offensive line.
Maybe they fix it. We're not following them. I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're going to be the number 1 in the fucking division. I'm just saying they could
have anybody to worry about other than Buffalo in that division.
I mean, it depends on what happens with
Tyreek.
It depends on what happens with Tyreek Hill. If the Dolphins can hang on to him, then they're still a contender. And as long as Tua doesn't get a punch to the face or any sort of head trauma.
I mean, the thing is like I said, I said this past week on a couple of different shows, and I got some pushback on from some people. There's no way that I'm telling you.
Vrabel is going to turn that place around.
The Patriots were not far away from being relevant again in the AFC East because they were only a couple players away.
Mm-hmm.
They've just solidified a lot of positions because they had a lot of money to spend in free agency. They brought in a lot of guys. They took 3 from us, And Mick Dum Dum had
they've got him back
with them prior.
They've got him
except
back
for Chason. Chason's the only one he never really dealt with before. But I mean, they definitely got better.
Did we lock him down yet, Chason? Not yet.
No, he went to the Patriots.
Fuck. All right, never mind then.
We lost Blaine, Chason, and Mooring.
I saw Trayvon Mooring. I'm hit or miss on that one. Mooring was great. I'm not sad to see him go, but I would have liked to see him stay.
I mean, yeah, everybody would have liked to see him and Spillane stay. And I was hoping.
I mean, I'd say Chason. I would like to see Chason stay. Out of those 3,
based on what they paid him, they paid him $5 million.
That's nothing. That's fucking pocket change. Yeah. We could give him that. Why didn't we? They must have some plan. I mean, they've got to know more than we do. Obviously.
Yeah, Arnie, that's a good question. Geno Smith do $16 million roster bonus tomorrow. Who pays it? That's a good fucking question.
I mean, technically, if he hasn't signed ours, it's the Seahawks that pays it.
Yeah, I saw that, Panda. Somebody mentioned it last night on the show with Turf and I that he was in the building. So that he was in Las Vegas. What's up, Ezekiel? I don't even believe we do in real talk. 805. Jeff, let him have it. Tell your boy. Back in my day, we answered questions correctly. This will be fun. Let's see, where are we here? SoCal Sal's in the house. What's up, man? What's up, Ed? What's going on? So you're an East Coast guy? Awesome. He called you Little Jeff. Little Jeff, who's your favorite Raider all time? He knows mine's Otto.
Who is it?
Mine is Otto.
No, who's mine?
Oh, I know yours. If we'll let them know. Well, I'm not going to answer it for you. You fucking answer it.
Ken Stabler.
Yeah.
Ken Stabler. Multiple reasons. But I think, I mean, obviously outside of Carr, stat-wise, best quarterback we've ever had. His nickname is the Snake. My favorite animal. Absolutely perfect. And, I mean, just look at the guy. Look at him play. Obviously I wasn't able to watch him play, but I've seen the tapes. I've seen the recordings of the old Super Bowls, everything like that. I just watching him throw, it was like, I don't want to be fucking stupid here, but like it was like watching art. Like he was fucking really good. We need shit like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Unfortunately, if he was around now, like, perfect condition, but like he was back then, I don't think he'd be nearly
Stabler, right?
Yeah, I don't think he'd be nearly as good because of the guys he's going up against are completely different. It's a completely different ball game.
He's a tough son of a bitch.
He is.
Unlike some of these pussy.
He is, absolutely.
He hit me or he touched me. So, Ed, I take it you're a Patriots fan. Well, welcome to the channel anyway.
Randy Moss.
So, this is Raider Rebel. What's up, Rebel? How you doing, brother? Why is everybody so against Genty at 6? I didn't say I'm against him at 6.
I love
He put him at like number 1 rank over. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I said he's number.
You said number 1. That was the first name you named.
Did I say number 1?
Yeah. Do you want me to go back and rewind it?
No, it's live.
Have somebody else in the chat go back and rewind it and see it. Yeah, but they can still go back and watch it.
No, I mean,
whatever crap.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. Of the offensive players in the top 10 of the draft, Genty's gonna be the biggest impact. Outside of Cam and Shador, if they end up on a team that can actually decently use them, Genty's gonna have the biggest impact in the first 2 or 3 years.
You don't think somebody like Mason Graham on the defensive line?
I said on the offense. That's what I said. But I said he's gonna be he's gonna be the offensive player and that in this draft that's going to have the biggest impact in the next 2 or 3 years.
So you're predicting him to be the offensive rookie of the year already, then, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't say that. That's what you're saying. I said he's going to have the biggest impact. I wouldn't say he's going to be the best.
He's going to possibly be the rookie of the year, which means he's going to put up ridiculous numbers. In the right offense.
Wouldn't you love him to be the rookie of the year on our team? I would. We almost had one this year. We should have had it this year.
If we have a rookie of the year, that's great, but how does that correlate into wins and putting us in a better position? That's what it comes down to. Yeah, Brock Bowers had a tremendous year, a year we've never seen before from a rookie tight end.
Ever.
But what did it get us? It didn't get us any more than 4 wins.
No, he
and it's not from his lack
of prime. He had the most inaccurate quarterback throwing him passes all season. Well, at least most of the season.
Which one?
Both. and now one of the best stats that Geno has is his accuracy. He's now going to like the number 4 most accurate quarterback in the league. It's an absolute upgrade.
Diesel, what's up, man?
You're damn right, Ed. You're damn right.
What do you say? Raider fans are the most like, yes, we are.
You're damn right.
So wait till we come to play the Patriots this year. If you go to the game, you're going to see a shit ton of Raiders fans.
I feel like Raiders fans and Detroit Lions fans, because the Lions have been through the fucking muck too.
Hey, we found a Jets fan. It goes Raiders equals trash franchise. You're definitely a Jets fan.
I could be a Cowboys fan.
Nah,
you still them boys? You still them boys?
Yeah, still them boys.
I saw
Cool, Kev?
I saw a post on Facebook yesterday as ranking of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. The first one was Patrick Mahomes and the second one was Dak Prescott. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I saw who made it, who made the list. It was Dak's brother.
Cool Kev says hi to you.
Hello, Cool Kev.
Steve DeLuna, what's up, man? How you doing today? Let's see. Missing anyone else? Arnie, close your little Jeff again. I love it. Little Jeff, what's your first jersey your dad bought you?
Stabler. What? My first Raiders jersey?
No, first Raiders jersey I bought you. You were given other jerseys, but they weren't Raiders
it was
ones.
Stabler.
Yeah, they were Stabler.
Yeah. The second one.
Tell them the story of what kids were calling it at school.
Oh, they called it a bootleg Brady jersey.
Yeah, but what else did they call it when they looked at the name?
Oh, I don't know.
They didn't call it Stabler. You told me this.
Did I? I don't fucking remember. Your memory is apparently better than mine.
You said they called it Stabler.
Oh, sure, I guess.
Like like Stabler, like
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Because remember you saying that these kids called it Stabler. They don't even know how to say it right. The funny thing is, when he was at school, the school that he was going to, one of the at the time was the president of our booster.
Yeah.
One of the teachers there. So in his classroom was all Raiders paraphernalia and merchandise hanging on the walls and everything. One of the things he used to do is whenever he gave kids tests in class, one of the questions would always be a Raider related question.
Or an anti-Patriots question.
Or an anti-Patriots question.
Funny. Good ones.
Yeah.
Where there's only one answer when it's the Patriots one, because there's only one Patriots question. The Patriots question is, who are the New England Patriots? And the only answer is a garbage football franchise, no better than a high school football team. That's the exact answer. He actually, if you did anything other than that, he would mark it red and put the correct answer on it for you, and it was funny. It was funny. That question didn't count towards your test grade, though. It was a bonus.
But the funny thing is he always with my son with JT going to that school, and actually you had him in class, right?
Yeah, I had him twice.
So he had him twice in class. So he obviously, whenever the Raider questions came up, he always got them right. But he always had that safety valve there that, if kids gave him shit about the Raiders, he had firepower. He'd just go to Mr. Goff's room and, set him straight. Diesel says, you forced me to look at your channel. What in the world is going on there? I can only imagine. Let's see, Snake had Art Shell in front of him. Yeah, he had Shell and Upshaw. I mean, you had a hell of an offensive line back there.
Madden was the coach too, right?
Diesel, I feel like I walked into a Scientology building clicking your channel. I don't even want to know.
Ooh, Flat Earther.
Flat Earth, look out.
Flat Earther. How are those ice dams?
Taco Gang member, welcome to the channel, man. Appreciate you. Welcome to the show. Prime time prod. The Raiders are bad. Whatever. Jim Plunkett, Lester Hayes, and Jack Tatum should be in the Hall of Fame. Yes, they should. Plunkett should have been in a long
not for nothing, but Stabler should have been in a long fucking time ago too. It took them way too long, and they waited till he died.
Yeah.
They didn't wait till he died. Well, yeah, it happened after.
Well, that's the downside. It seems like so many of our former players, like Cliff Branch is another one. He passed away, before he got into the Hall of Fame. Stabler passed away before he got into the Hall of Fame.
I'm glad we met Willie.
Ray Guy got in, and then he died a few years later. Mm-hmm. Willie Brown. Yeah, but Willie Brown got put in a long time ago.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you.
Yeah,
you and I met Willie Brown right here in Rhode Island when the Raiders came in 2014.
Providence at the Renaissance.
I still can't believe neither
was it the Renaissance?
To take a picture of us.
It wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't a thing. People weren't just constantly taking pictures with their phones.
But I mean,
this was 2012.
Yeah, but again, 2012, you still had phones that could take pictures.
It was 13 years ago.
Good pictures. Yeah, it still wasn't that long ago. You make it seem like it was 20 years ago when cell phones weren't a thing.
Yeah, but the other thing is that a lot of phones back then, didn't have a forward-facing camera and stuff like that. So it wasn't. No, that's what I'm saying. Is a lot of people weren't taking photos of everything.
Yeah, but we still had the opportunity.
We had the opportunity, and
we were both just so starstruck talking to him, and he was just such a nice guy that I never even thought of it. It just pisses me off. So he's asking you, Arnie. He says, other than Crosby and Bowers, who is the best player on our team, offense and defense?
You want one for each, Arnie? One for offense, one for defense? Jeez. I mean, you take Max and you take Bowers out of the picture, and it's so difficult because they are our team at this point,
So Crosby and Bowers are out. Name two. One on offense, one on defense. I think it's pretty easy, but
I mean, As far as offense, probably Jacoby or maybe
That's what I would've
JPJ
said.
or maybe
Yeah,
JPJ.
either one, you can't go
You
wrong with
know,
either one.
the fact that Jacoby, I would have to say, is our number one on offense outside of Bowers is, I want to say, a little sad because he's not a wide receiver one. He's a very good wide receiver too. Amazing. I just don't think he's quite that wide out one. Defense.
What's up, Nav, man?
I mean, I'm gonna assume we're not counting the free agents who have left. So on defense is harder for me. I don't know the defensive side of the ball nearly as much as I do the offense. I mean, as far as
God, just pick a
as far as
player.
like raw talent, Wilkins.
Just asking, who do you think the best player is?
As far as raw talent, Christian Wilkins.
You're gonna go Christian Wilkins?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as raw talent,
Jesus
like actual like footage and like usability on the team, not really, because he barely was there because he got hurt early on. But raw talent, Christian Wilkins.
All right, fine. So Wilkins and Jacoby Myers.
Wilkins and Myers.
I can look at that.
Yeah.
I agree, Rebel. Yeah, if we have a rookie running back that wins rookie of the year, yeah, we're definitely moving on to the playoffs. Nav, man, yes, this is my son JT. So we're trying to do a show like maybe every couple of weeks. This is what, the third one now the fourth one you've been on with me now.
This is the second one of these.
Yeah, second one is just you and I.
No, it's actually the third because the first
one.
The first one wasn't called Jeff².
No, it was something different.
Yeah, because I wasn't smart enough to think about it yet.
No, he's the one that came up with the Jeff² show. So. And Jess is in the house. What's up, Jess? How you doing? Kev says, yeah, because when I talked about the stabler, he goes, yeah, he was stabbing women after the
yeah, I mean, he might have been. I don't know. Probably.
See, I guess so. What's up, man? So he wants to know at what age did your dad make you a Raiders fan?
He never made me a Raiders fan.
No, I didn't.
No.
You just organically.
No, when I was growing up, I liked teams based on their colors because you're a kid, you're stupid, you make decisions based on bright shiny things. I started as an Eagles fan because someone gave me a Ricky Waters jersey. I didn't really know what football was. The jersey was an interesting color. I liked it. I moved on. And then I was never a Dolphins fan, but I did have a Dolphins jacket from my cousin from Florida. I had a Cowboys shirt at one point, I think, but I was never really a Cowboys fan either. When I started actually paying attention to football, I went with the Raiders, not because my dad was a Raiders fan solely, but also like I think I just gravitated towards the uniform. It's simple, but it sends a message. Yeah, I like that.
It's the image. It's the whole image of the Raiders, the mystique. Yeah. I mean, that's what drew me to it when I was a kid. It was the mystique of the Raiders, the image, and then just watching them in the '70s play was just. You've never seen anything like it. If anybody goes back and watches any of the old footage of games from the '70s, it's just like, God damn. It's like you wish you had that now.
Yeah.
Which you kind of do in a way. You're starting to get some of that tenacity back. And just like Jess just asked what we think about Powers Johnson, I fucking love the kid.
JPJ is good.
He's a player right after my own heart. Just nasty.
He's not technically the center, right? But he should be.
Is.
Oh, is he? Okay, good. He should be. He should be. Well, because we brought him in as a different position, and he played center because our center got injured. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he should stay the center. He played it very well. I think the only mess up we had at center was that game against the Chiefs where it was that like muffed snap. But then that was a whole fucking debacle afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. Not many centers are capable of getting 15-yard penalties for being too aggressive. Yeah, if I was his coach, I'd be like, you just keep doing what you're doing. I don't give a shit. And if a ref comes over to me and says, after they throw a flag, I say, what's the flag for? He's being too aggressive. Okay, did he hurt someone? No. Did he actually commit a penalty? No. Well, then I would look at JPJ and say, just keep doing what you're doing until the whistle blows. As long as you don't do shit after the whistle, we're good. That's what you need. You're absolutely right, Jason. Smart dads raise Raider fans. One right here. Let's see. Where are we at? Way behind. Slammin' Sam, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you.
No, Slam and Sam. I don't think they're gonna take
to
one.
the end of the chat.
I don't think they're gonna take a running back number one for our first round pick. I don't think so. I would like it, but I don't think they're gonna. Let's be honest. They're gonna do the thing we none of us want. They're gonna do that one thing that none of us want.
It's always
Yep, they're gonna pick Shador because it's what they want. It's what Brady wants.
Although I will say this: last year's draft totally went against.
I didn't think they were going to pick
what we've done in the past.
I didn't think they were going to pick Bowers at all, but they went for went for the best available at that point. And it worked out perfectly. Yeah. It worked out perfectly.
We needed a quarterback so bad last year, so
I just hope Spy checks up to it.
If this would have been past GMs that we had or past regimes, we would have reached for the next quarterback that was available, which I believe at that time would have been Rattler.
Oh God, Spencer.
So we would have drafted him way too fucking soon.
Oh man.
And then someone else would have gotten Brock Bowers, and they'd be reaping the benefits of it.
Well,
they probably would have been a much better team.
Last year
because of him.
Last year was Atlanta traded up to the pick before us and grabbed Penix, correct?
It was that same draft.
It was that draft. They grabbed Penix, and I swear we would have grabbed him.
That's who
we would have grabbed him, and then someone else would have had Bowers.
That's who I really wanted. Knowing that we were sitting at 13, I figured we had a legit shot to get him. I wasn't even thinking Bo Nix at that time. No,
nobody was. He went in the second round, right?
Who?
Bo?
No, he went right before us.
Oh, did he?
He went number 12 to the Broncos, and then we took.
He's working out, honestly. Him and Drake May. Him and Drake May are going to be decent going forward.
I'll tell you what. If you look at the free agent moves that some of these teams have made, the Broncos got a hell of a lot better. The Bears.
Well, they let go of Zach Wilson.
It's not even that; it's what they brought in.
Who'd they bring in?
Well, they brought in Evan Ingram, the tight end from Jacksonville, who's
the number one player on that offense over there.
Yeah, so he's a definite safety valve at tight end for Bo Nix, which is what he needed.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's got him. They brought in Dream Graylaw.
Sean Payton's still their coach.
Yeah, they made the moves that they needed to make to improve that team. Chicago solidified their offensive line, which is what they needed to do because they got to protect Caleb Williams if you want him to succeed. If you don't protect him, he's going to have. He still put up great numbers last year.
That's the main difference between him and Jaden Daniels this past season.
Jaden Daniels, when you look at the Redskins before the draft last year, they were one component away from going to the next level and getting better, and it was quarterback. So like all the other pieces were kind of there already, and they added him in with the right offensive coordinator, having Cliff Kingsbury there.
They got Bobby Wagner back too, didn't they?
Yeah, they just re-signed him again. They kept him. So they were going to be better, but I didn't think they were going to be NFC Championship game better. I don't think nobody. If anybody predicted them to go there to make it to the NFC Championship, I'd say you're lying through your teeth.
I was hopeful, but I wouldn't have put money on it.
Oh God, no! I
wouldn't have. If
absolutely
I was a Redskins fan, I would have. Just like if the Raiders make it to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
I'd put down a little bit of money for us to go to the AFC Championship. I wouldn't put money on us to win the AFC Championship.
Yeah, I've said this before too. I think it's only a matter of time before the NFL becomes a flag league. The way they treat.
There's already a flag league.
Yeah, but I think it's going to become that
two-hand touch.
Yeah, two-hand touch. Yeah, but let's play it not on grass. We want to make it interesting. At least go play it on a dirt field with rocks and glass and all kinds
of shoes. Regular shoes.
Yeah, no cleats and
nothing. No cleats, yeah.
And then you want to go to the next level, we're doing that shit in the street or in a big fucking open parking lot.
Yeah, every 5 minutes. Car!
What's up, Jeff? How you doing, brother?
Playing in the streets. Car!
I think Shador is pretty good. Not the strongest arm, but he's accurate and he's familiar with handling a collapsing pocket. I still don't want him.
Mm.
Yeah, they got Bo Nix at the right time. He went to the right team, right coach.
Yep.
Sholo, what's up, brother? How you doing today? I feel bad for you. Your dad was a Rams fan.
I didn't mind the Rams when they were in St. Louis.
Well, again,
They're in
when
our
they were in
house
St.
now.
Louis, it was an attractive team because they were so freaking flashy.
Yeah, they're in our house now.
Between Marshall Faulk, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce.
I haven't thought about Marshall
Kurt
Faulk in a
Warner.
long time.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks for that.
you're talking about an absolutely awesome.
They found Kurt
awesome
Warner
team.
bagging groceries.
Yeah, did you watch the movie? I haven't watched it yet.
I have not, but I just know that.
I'm still pissed that he's in the Hall of Fame before Plunkett. Whatever. My dad's a 49er fan, so he's pretty disappointed in me. I'd be disappointed in him as a son if he was a 49ers fan. I grew up with my dad being a Patriots fan, so I
but when he was a Patriots fan, they sucked. So
he was still alive to see them win the Super Bowl before he passed
couple
away.
of times.
Yeah, he saw him win. Actually, saw him win them all.
No, there were two of them after.
Yeah,
there was one in 2013 and one in 15, I
think. Jesus, Slam and say, I'm glad you still turned out okay. Let's see.
Oh, you got a yellow chat.
Oh yeah, sweet. Let me address that right now. Here we go. Thank you, Nav, man. I appreciate you, brother. Let's see, Junior. Being a Raider fan is not easy. Zero in life worth the shit is easy. Loyalty. Guess you've been a Raider fan a while. Waffled a bit at an early age. My daughter's 30, is a scary Raider soul. She's full out. Yeah, he is too. When they're little, they get attracted by colors of other teams, and that's understandable. Kids get attracted to things based on the color of items. He went through his phase where he was a Dolphins fan because one of his cousins gave him a Dolphins jacket, like one of those.
I almost like the Seahawks.
It was like a satin style jacket. It's the colors. Another one of our friends. No, actually, I found it. Yeah, I found it at the department store. It was on a rack. It was a Ricky Waters jersey. I only got it for him because it was a Waters jersey. When he was with the Eagles, so it was an Eagles jersey. He loved that jersey. He used to wear that all the time.
I think I wore it until there were like massive holes in it.
Yeah, he wore the shit out of that thing. So I never pressured him to become a Raiders fan. I was going to let him make his own choice as he got older. And, didn't help that there were so many subliminal messages in the house with, Raider things hanging on the wall and stickers on the vehicles and me getting a tattoo of the Raiders. And
I was a fan before the tattoo.
Just everything in general. So, I mean, I kind of pushed him that way, I guess, but I didn't force him. I let him make his own decision, but he eventually smartened up and came around full circle. So, he's a part of the Booster Club. He's got his own family membership, so him and my granddaughter are part of that. So I love it. So now I just got to get her to go that way. But I still have hope because he's got another child coming in May, and it's going to be a boy. So now I'm going to have a grandson, and you bet your ass he's going to be getting Raider gear for sure. So this Raider grandpa is going to be buying Raider gear for that little boy.
You buy him the Raider gear. I'll buy him this stuff.
You're buying the Vegas Knights.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vegas Golden Knights.
You can call them the Vegas Knights.
Yelled at.
Just don't call them the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Why not? That's what they are.
That's not what they call themselves. They call themselves the Vegas Golden Knights.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just saying that's what they say.
Be fucking special.
I mean, their moniker is VGK, Vegas Golden Knights.
VGK,
as moniker is a big word. I need to sit down.
The vegetarians.
Huh?
VJK.
The VG.
The vegans.
K.
The vegan Golden Knights.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's a Vegas Golden Knights fan, so it's why he's wearing his hat backwards because they lost in Buffalo today. So
it was a shootout, so we still got a point.
He didn't want to talk about it.
It was a shootout, still got a point.
But in my head, I was like, I'm still going to bring it up.
And to be fair, the person who scored the winning shootout used to be on the team, so it's okay. Not really. It's not okay. He's not on the team anymore.
Let's see. Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, and Mason Graham fall the sixth pick. Who do you draft?
Travis Hunter. Yeah. I picked Travis Hunter because
up on that
no. If he first of all, zero chance he makes it to the sixth pick.
Hell yeah.
Zero chance. But if by some stupid fucking miracle he's there, yeah, you jump on that. You jump on that like it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah.
You know.
Nav man, again, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that, man. This week's been awesome for me in a way because I just got monetized on it was Tuesday. So when I did my first show on Wednesday, it was the first time I was, actually able to do a show where I was monetized. And I mean, it's because of everybody that's in here now. I mean, it's 5:20 on a Saturday afternoon. It's nice out, the sun's shining. I still got 20 plus people in the chat right now, watching us interact and having fun here. This is fun for me. I'm fucking loving every minute of it, especially now that I can share the screen with JT and get on here and talk Raiders and then just pretty much talk about anything and everything. And if he wants to talk hockey, I'm fine with talking hockey. He knows it better than I do, obviously. But this is great. I mean, the following that I have, that when I start up a show and I just see how fast the numbers kick in, as far as like how many people tune in to watch when I go live, is just the feeling is just overwhelming. It's just I can't even explain it sometimes, and it's not like I've been doing this for years and years. I mean, I just made this Raider content channel in August. I got it at the right time. I got in when the team was doing shitty. There's so much content. There's so much availability to get on and, talk about the status of the Raiders, whether it be good or bad. What my take is on what I think we should do going forward. Granted, you remember, this is all just my own personal opinions when I mention things about, how we should go and what direction. I don't have any insiders telling me stuff. I come up with my own thought process, and if it makes sense in my head, you're gonna hear about it, even as whacked as it can be sometimes. Even when I was still pushing for AOC 12 as I started going forward, but
I mean, now that we have Geno, that's not happening anymore.
Well, it's not only that. I came to grips with it when Chip Kelly was named the offensive coordinator. From past experience and seeing his system, I just knew that AOC 12 was not going to be the right fit.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to pick Howard later on. That's the kid from Ohio State, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that because of the connection and everything. It's not like he coached the guy for 4 years.
No, I know, but they have a connection already.
I would be more on board for him grabbing one of the two running backs, or if not, somehow finagle getting the two of them.
Both of them
Judkins
from Ohio
and
State.
Henderson. Oh yeah, I mean, you'd have a one.
You would take them over Scatterbo?
Yeah, Scatterbo's not even on my radar anymore.
No.
Nope.
Did you see Jackson Dart bumped up?
Oh, yeah, of course he did. He had a good combine. He's still got his pro day coming up too. He's going to look even better there.
Oh, he's gonna easily make first round at this point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was in the top 10 picks.
Oh, I totally respect that, Diesel. Pat Tillman was a beast, man, and a hero for this country too. I have the utmost respect for somebody like that. He forego a massive contract in the NFL to enlist in the Army after 9/11. Became a Ranger and unfortunately, lost his life to it. But yeah, I mean, the tenacity in that guy, he was unbelievable to watch.
What team was he on?
He used to be on the Arizona Cardinals.
You know what? I was gonna say, was he on the Cardinals?
There's a documentary out there for him.
I feel like I have heard of him. It's not like a story
you've heard the name.
super aware of, but I've definitely heard of it.
I mean, he passed up they were offering him a massive contract from Arizona because he was the heart and soul of that team, and he turned it down to join the Army. Him and his brother. Let's see, where are we at? I know I'm way behind again here too. Diesel likes the Anaheim Ducks.
Anaheim Ducks suck.
Diesel, it should be if you go to the main channel, you'll see the join. I mean, it should be there. Actually, it should be right at the bottom of the screen where you're watching now. You'll see the join button should be right next to the New England Raider Boosters name
Oh boy.
for the membership. Geez, I'm trying to like hockey. That fight against Canada got me watching more. Yeah. What's up, SoCal? Thank you very much, man. I
just wish we won the entire Four Nations. That would have been nice.
I appreciate that, Diesel, man, and then that's that's awesome too. I really appreciate that too. You know, you know it takes all of you to help push these content creators like myself and anyone else that's especially starting out. So I like to think that I'm entertaining the masses is how I would put it best. You know, I try. My big goal always is to interact with the chat, and I push to the chat as much as possible. Because without the chat, the show's not that it'd just be me and him sitting here talking to the camera and interaction, the questions, everything's just.
Is that college hockey?
What?
The Fresno Monsters? Is that college hockey?
Who said Fresno Monsters?
Jess.
Did I miss that?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
You literally just clicked it.
I didn't even see me click it. Fresno I don't know.
I don't know anything about.
If it could be like an AHL team.
Oh, that's possible.
I wonder if that's. I wonder the Fresno Monsters. I wonder if that's like an affiliate to the Phil My Krakens from Seattle.
No, I think they have one in. I think they have one in Portland. Is theirs? I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong.
My goal is to get monetized this season. I'm almost done with school, so it'll be more time to do shows. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. I had the luxury. Well, not so much a luxury, but because I'm no longer working due to health issues, so I'm home all the time. So I've got all the time in the world to get on and just pump out shows. I don't do as many edited videos anymore as I used to. Sometimes those are great, but I like the live interaction. It's more fun. Who's the biggest dark horse we can pick up in later rounds? To be honest with you, I don't even know if I have an answer for that one without looking. Thanks, Nav, man. Again, I appreciate you so much, man. That's anything you guys do is awesome. I just you have no idea how much I appreciate everybody. I plan on doing a giveaway at some point as a payback to the people that follow the channel. I just got to figure out how to do it in the way I want to do it. I can tell you this though: the prizes I'm going to be giving away are going to be Booster Club merchandise. Like it'll probably be one of these hats, one of our challenge coins, probably a T-shirt too. So I got to come up with something, put it together, and the drawing would be done live on a show, so as to avoid any issues. I'll probably have you here for it when we do it, so we can draw names or whatever. I got to figure out how to do it. Let's see, the two Jeffs. Name one bold prediction for our Las Vegas Raiders. Go ahead, give a bold prediction. What do you think's?
Bold prediction: we go 10-7 on the season, make the AFC Championship, but lose to the Broncos. But he said bold prediction.
You got the Broncos going to the AFC Championship? Wow. At least you didn't say the Chiefs.
Yeah, because I would never want to lose to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I was going to go a little bit lower than that. I was just going to say we make the playoffs because nobody's.
A bold prediction. He said bold prediction.
Yeah.
So there you go. Bold prediction.
Well, I mean, the only way I could even think about topping that is saying
Super Bowl winners.
We win the Super Bowl. That ain't going to happen.
All right, here's a better bold prediction. Raiders, Commanders, Super Bowl, and the Commanders beat us in the Super Bowl. I don't want that to happen. But...
Oh, a replay of the '83 game?
Yeah, but it reversed, though.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
I do think the Commanders have a better team than us.
I don't like that one.
I do think the Commanders have a better team than us overall. But
you ready for mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll give you a good one.
Go ahead.
Bold prediction: AOC 12 beats out Gino.
That's impossible.
And AOC 12 becomes the starter next year.
That's impossible. That's more of the same. There's no way they do that. I don't think that works. I don't think that'll happen. But hey, you know what?
His is Kuntz will have more sacks and forced fumbles than Crosby. I could see that one actually happen. Nah, man, Jeff,
I'd say that's a far-fetched, not bold.
Nah, man, Jeff, I can jump on there with you one day if you want. Oh, definitely, man. definitely. Well, talk to me and hit me up on Instagram. It's the same, pretty much the same. Actually, if you go to my bio, go to the link free account, link that's in the bio, and that'll take you to all the social media aspects I'm on. So definitely reach out to me. I do something with you without a doubt. I love getting people on camera. I mean, shit. The other day, Chris and I were doing a show during the week, and we opened it up to people to come in. And Randy and the Bronco fan came on, and then this other guy, Trippy, that just happened to be in the chat, came on, and he's a California kid. Um, and it was funny because someone saw his image, his face on the camera, and they're like, "Is that George Kittle on there as a guest? Do you have him on as a guest?" Kid looks just like George Kittle, long wavy hair. He's got the little scruff on his chin.
I feel so bad for Kittle right now.
So I call him the Temu Kittle.
Temu Kittle.
Yeah, so like if you want a George Kittle
off
from Temu, that's who you get.
And it takes about 6 weeks.
Yeah, this is funny as hell.
That's funny.
I can see Scatterbo going in the 4th round, but I just don't want him.
I think he goes sooner than that, but not to us.
Jess, I know this is kind of sketchy, but I would trade back and grab 2 wide receivers in the draft.
Nah, we need a.
I'm all for trading back.
We need a really good defensive player.
Yeah, I'm willing to trade back multiple times, I'm at least twice in the 1st round. Trade back to 12 with Dallas, then take that 12th pick, get a 2nd round pick from Dallas also, then trade back between 18 and 23 if you can finagle one of those teams. Give them our 12th. We take their pick. They give us a 2nd round pick. So now we've got 3 2nd round picks and plus our 1st that we take at that moment. And then because between 3rd and 4th round, that's where you're gonna get your talent in this draft. You're gonna get your running backs. You're gonna get a backup. A future quarterback. You're gonna get a wide receiver. Possibly get a linebacker. You do what you need to do, but you can get those parts there. Mo Valdez, when you see a Ram truck, silver rating, it's his. 5 Jeff, just waiting for Mitch Rance to join his show. Yeah, I want to get in there. Had to mention I've already been on. You don't know who Mitch Rance is, right? Consider yourself lucky that he's on this channel. He's got his own channel, but he works for a company called Sports Chat or something. I forget. I don't even care about the name of it. Chat Sports, I think it is. But it's a company he works for. But he's a Raiders fan. But a few years ago, he was a Jets fan. But now he's a Raiders fan, being paid by this company to put out Raider content. But his takes are so weird sometimes, and his voice drives me nuts. He talks like, remember you listen to old radio clips of like from 1940s baseball announcers?
Transatlantic accent?
Yeah, exactly. Like when you
I know we got
you gotta do it.
Your mother's ugly sister coming around the corner.
Yeah, like that's kind of what he sounds like. He's all nasally and everything. It's like, oh my god, your mother's ugly sister. Oh, that's good.
I was just like thinking of a stupid horse name.
Yeah, it's almost like, you remember when we used to play BioShock and you hear the guy talking? That's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Remember, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Yeah. It's not really him. It's this other idiot that sits up in this little, like up in the top corner.
Yeah, a higher third.
Yeah, he sits up there and he runs the chat thing in the background and talks too. But the guy's a fucking Texans fan. And people in the chat will ask him like, "Hey, what does Chugs think about the Raiders quarterback situation?" The hell are you asking him for? He's a freaking Texans fan. I don't want to hear what he's got to say on it. I could care less. I want to hear from a Raider fan. I don't want to hear from Chugs. So Chugs has put me in timeout twice. Actually, he put me in timeout once, and then Mitch Rance did it himself. Because somebody said, let's ask the Texans fan. So I repeated. I said, yeah, let's ask the Texans fan what he thinks about a quarterback. Boom, he put me in timeout where I couldn't type anymore for a few minutes. I'm like, are you shitting me? And he goes, and the Mitch goes, New England Boosters, I put you in that timeout. He goes, just, you're going to calm down a little bit. And then when I finally got a chance to talk, I'm like, I didn't even say anything bad. I repeated the same thing someone else said. You didn't put him in timeout. I mean, come on. I can see if I'm in there spamming and being a complete asshole, but fucking wasn't, man. Navman says, I met Pat Tillman at my squadron in Wagram. a few weeks before he was killed. Absolutely devastated. Dudes that had the opportunity to meet him. Yeah, that I can imagine, man. I mean, everybody held him to everybody respected him as a player to begin with, but he was held to a whole new level of respect. To give up what he gave up to go and do what he did. I mean, that takes a special person for sure. Hey, Walter White's in the building. What's up, Walter White? Welcome to the channel. Even though you're a Chiefs fan, won't hold it against you. Let's see. Where are we? Hearing the negative comments since free agency open. From some of us wonder if and that's the one thing I kind of had a take on the other day too, is the amount of negativity on I don't know if you've heard anybody bitching about it, but amount of people that are just so displeased with what we've done in free agency and what we didn't do.
Oh,
in
like
free
fans?
Agency. Yeah.
I thought you meant like the players were upset about something.
No, like some of the fans and some content creators too. I've seen some shows this past week where, they're just getting on the team for not making enough moves. I'm like,
they're saving money for something.
Well, apparently, yeah.
They're saving money for something. You just don't know what it is yet. And I bet once it happens, we're going to be like, okay.
I mean, I know a lot of the holdup why we probably didn't go and spend much more right now is because we still don't know the full terms of
Gino,
what we're doing with Gino's contract.
Yeah.
Because if it comes in higher than what we were anticipating and we've blown all our money,
listen,
we're screwed.
If the Raheem Mostert deal wasn't big enough for you to be like, okay, making some moves, making some good moves,
I mean,
then I don't know what's gonna snap you back. Because Raheem Mostert, that's a huge grab.
It's a good move, but I mean, it's not like we
it's not like we locked down Saquon Barkley, but what I'm saying is
exactly. I was
we
like
locked down the best available running back at the time.
Not necessarily.
Who else?
You still had Chubbs out there.
Yeah, Chubb's knee is made of ramen noodles. Both of his knees. That's
why I'm a little nervous.
Both of his knees are made of ramen fucking noodles.
But I mean, again,
he had an injury.
It's not like we picked up Barry Sanders as a free agent in his prime. It's Mostert. He's 30-something years old, 32, 31, something like that.
Still a good workhorse.
Still fast as hell.
Still a good workhorse. He was my running back all year last year on one of my fantasy leagues, and he was one of my main point grabbers. That guy, especially when Tua got hurt. That guy is amazing. Yeah, I feel like the Raiders are saving their money for something big that we obviously don't know what it is yet, and I think it's going to be some crazy signing on the offensive side for a wide receiver from somewhere. I just don't know who. Just my thought.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I see a message, Diesel, you sent me. If you're looking to be a member, it's actually on the page right below the screen. If you look down, like down over. Like down in this direction, angled that way. You'll see the thing where it says join. It doesn't show up when you do the super chat in the chat room. If you're watching it on your phone, you might not find it right away. You might not see it till you back out a little bit further. But I see what you were saying. I'll not say, but I will tell you, I know one thing for a fact. Those units are family. Yeah. See, I thought Jeff was giving out Long John Silver's gift certificates. Yeah. No, Raising Cane's, right? Raising Cane's.
That might be just in this area kind of thing.
What, Raising Cane's?
Yeah, it might be like an Eastern thing.
Raising
like
Cane's?
in Eastern America.
No, Raising
Is that
Cane's?
out in the West?
Yeah, Raising Cane's everywhere.
Raising Cane's is really good. I don't like coleslaw. The rest of the shit.
Medically, Tony, I'm out on permanent medical disability.
Don't let him fool you. It's mental disability.
Look what I got sitting next to me. What do you think?
Oh, I'm cognizant. Fuck. Okay. I didn't say that right at all.
You attempted a big.
That wasn't very cognizant of me.
No. You need to drink some water and go sit. You want to go lay down on the couch for a little while?
No.
Your brain's smoking right now. Just. No, I don't catch any flack from anybody because they know my reason for doing what I'm doing, and it actually keeps my sanity doing this because I don't think anybody in the house really wants to hear me walking around talking about the Raiders all the time. I can come on here and I can say what I want, how I want, do what I want.
I mean, if you weren't doing this, you would just be playing Fallout or War
I would be
Warships.
bored out of my mind because I can only watch so much TV, and this is doing the YouTube stuff is a perfect vent for me, and a way for me to, I don't know, just I relax when I'm doing this. I'm comfortable. I'm fine, talking in front of a camera. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. It's just I don't care what I look like, what I sound like, as long as they can hear me, and I'm not looking like a complete idiot when I start talking about stuff. Yeah, I have some weird takes on shit, but a lot of it though is to, especially when I'm on with like Leo and them, and I'll come out with something that just makes them all stop and look at me like, what? I do that for fun.
You know what that's called?
What?
It's called trolling.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that.
That's what it
is. That's what I do to Chugs on Mitchell Ranch shows.
You're an internet troll.
I do that every now and then on certain shows. That's why I don't care when people come in and bust my balls. They say this and that, and it's like, whatever. You're like, oh, you Raiders suck, and on my throwback usually, yeah, so is your mother, and she's not good at it. And then boom, I'll bump them, throw them out. The trolls don't get to me. I could care less. I'm actually a huge fan of O'Connell. He did decent with a horrible team. Yeah.
I feel like the problem with AOC is that he's getting the Derek Carr treatment right now, where he's getting.
Yeah.
He's had how many coaches? Has he already had 3? I think he's already had 3. Because was he a rookie the year we had?
McDaniels was the one that drafted him.
Okay, so it was McDaniels and AP and now Pete Carroll. He's had 3 coaches in his first 3 years.
Not only 3 coaches, but he's also had 3 offensive coordinators.
3 different offensive.
He's had 4 offensive coordinators.
That's right, because they fired Getzey last year.
Yeah, and then he had whoever was I forget who was here when McDumdum was here, and then he had the Turners squared for the rest of the season.
And they did okay.
Chip Kelly.
The Turners did okay. Norman Scott did all right.
The team turned the corner when they took, once AP got rid of Getzey and they made all the changes. They started.
Getzey was the problem in the beginning, and then at the end of the season, it was AP.
Randy N was in here earlier. I don't know where he disappeared to. Yeah, SoCal's seen this kid. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. He's a cool dude. What's up, Patrick B? What's going on? Let's see. Pigs is in the house. What's up? I am way behind in the chat. I see like downside when I get you on the show with me, because we interact so much on the show that I'm turning and looking at you and talking to you through the camera in a way. I'm not hitting the chat as much, but that's okay. I don't mind it. Everybody can understand, I'm sure.
Would you kindly?
Yeah, would you kindly?
Would you kindly pick up that wrench right there?
Mitch would say, yeah, he would probably. He would come on here and figure out a way to put me in timeout on my own show. Yeah, man, that was me. Yeah, you were in there too when that was happening. So it happens. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna find me or whatever? Whatever. It has no effect on what I'm doing here. That's for sure.
Man, I'm getting hungry.
Did I miss that? Oh, I did. I missed this. I'm sorry. Holy shit. Thanks, brother. Mitch said, you suck, Jeff. Just kidding. Real Talk Raider Nation made me do it. Truth, I follow you, all you. I just want to be around Raider fans. We different people. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. And we're loyal. You can't question the loyalty of a Raider fan. Even, fan to fan. Not just for the team,
I only question Raider fans that didn't go through Jamarcus Russell. If it's somebody who switches to the team for whatever reason, and they haven't gone through the years of Jamarcus Russell's bullshit.
Well, you can't fault people for that if they didn't become a fan until after.
It was more of a joke poking at Jamarcus Russell's bullshit.
It was a bad joke.
I mean, Jamarcus Russell sucked ass.
That wasn't a good joke.
All right.
So what are you going to do with people that were born after that? You're going to be busting their balls because they're Raider fans now because they weren't alive when Jamarcus Russell was here?
No.
I'm more talking about the people that look. Tom Brady, perfect fucking example, because we're going to start to see it. He leaves New England, goes to Tampa Bay. What happens? all these Pats fans around here stop putting
The
shit up
double,
on it.
or they wear the double
Yeah.
jerseys. It's half
Oh,
Bucks, half
those are so
Patriots.
ugly. I hate
Ugh.
those damn things. The half Buccaneers, half Patriots, and all of a sudden everybody in New England's a fucking Tampa Bay fan because Tom Brady went down to Tampa Bay. And that's what bothers me about this now is that he's part owner. You know, those Tom Brady fucking ball riders are going to come rolling into Raider Nation and want to be part of it because Brady's part of it now. And they're all going to be like, oh, I love Tom Brady. And now he's part owner. And, you know, you start seeing Raider shirts being worn by people that aren't really Raider fans. They're buying it because Tom Brady's there because he's got that cult following. You know, that's what bothers me. Yeah, see, Navman even said it. He goes, "You ain't lying. You stick with your family regardless of good or bad." Yep. You know, so you're gonna have these Pats fans or Tom Brady fans where I'm sure we're gonna start seeing more Raider stuff around here, and you're gonna see someone and you're gonna start talking to them because you know me, I'll talk to anybody I see wearing Raiders gear, and you'll be like, "Oh, you're a Raiders fan? Oh yeah, how long you been a Raiders fan? Oh, probably like just recently." Oh, what attracted you? Oh, because Tom Brady. Nope, okay, that's wrong. I'm going to turn my back and I'm going to walk away from you because we have nothing in common. If you told me you've been a Raiders fan for the past 10 years, I respect that. Or if you tell me it was, a few years prior to Tom Brady coming over, I'm fine with that. But as soon as you say, oh, because of Tom Brady, I'm done. You just shut me off.
Yeah.
Shut me off. I'm done. I don't want to talk to you. It's like the kid I saw on the Block Island Ferry wearing a Bo Jackson jersey. I sat down next to him purposely because he had the jersey on, and I said to him, "So, you're a Raiders fan?" No, no, I'm really a Patriots fan, but I like jerseys from certain players. I literally did not say another word to this kid. I stood up, turned my back to him, and fucking walked away and went back up to the upper deck where your mother was. I only went down there because I saw the kid with the jersey. As soon as he said I'm a Patriots fan, I just like certain players from certain teams. I didn't say another word. I just got up and walked away. I didn't even look back at him, but I'm sure the kid's probably sitting there going, "What the fuck was that all about?" I got nothing in common with you. Get out. I don't want to talk to you. But again, Nav man, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 805 said, "This is my intervention ever since I stopped coaching family Raiders and barbecue." Yeah, he said that on the show the other night. That since he stopped coaching, this is 805's outlet is to do the YouTube stuff. And he still keeps that coaching mentality because he does during the regular season. He does a lot of film breakdown, and it's damn good too. Let's see where are we? My buddy is a lifelong Bucks fan, but Raiders were always his number two. I think it was because of Madden. Never asked. Yeah, you're right, Patrick. It is a lifestyle.
If I had to pick a second team, it's the Seahawks.
D-Manis, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you guys go and if you want any of this spiffy merchandise from the Booster Club, make sure you hit up that link. We've got baseball hats, winter hats, challenge coins. Got one right here. Got these magnets on there that have our QR code on it, which I got your address, 805. You sent it to me. I got to get this out to him soon because he's going to like a big Raider fan type show, and he's gonna have a booth set up. So I'm gonna send him that so he can put that down, and people just scan the shit out of the code, just so they get they know we're out here on social media too. But yeah, we got T-shirts on there, so make sure you guys hit that up.
Well, hey, we haven't talked about Howie yet.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Let's see, Raider Ben, what's up? What's up? Actually, Ben, I don't know if you've been in the channel before or in the chat before, but this still going the wrong way. This gentleman sitting next to me, that's actually my son, Ben. That's JT. He's not Jeff². He's got a different middle name, so we never called him Junior. Some people still call him Junior, but he's fine with that. But
am I?
Yeah. Are you what?
Am I fine with that? Yeah, it's fine.
It's where am I here? Let's see. Mrs. is a Panthers fan. I'm simply sick of her waffling between teams and made a coin flip between the Jags and Panthers.
What's the difference? They're both shitty cats.
Yeah. Ben says salute to you, JT. So go ahead. You wanted to bring this one point up today.
Howie.
So
yeah. Howie leaving Fox so that he could come back to the team.
Was that legit though?
I'm pretty sure it's legit.
Because I thought that was like I saw that like on a clickbait thing.
Yeah, let me take a look.
I don't know if anybody's heard. Has anybody heard about that yet? About Howie Long leaving Fox? Is that for real? Bitch, it's not.
Did Howie Long leave Fox?
Let's see. And that man said something because, hey, Jeff, many fans will hate this, but new beginning means that alternate jersey, all black, would be bad. Oh, I want that. Are you shitting me? I just don't get why we can't do an all black. I want black helmet, pants, everything. Just come. And that should be, we should have, maybe we should have Black Friday should be our game. You know, like the Cowboys and the Lions have Thanksgiving.
I guess he didn't leave.
Yeah, see, I didn't think so. I told you. Told you it wasn't
Be cool
real.
if he did though.
What, to come back and coach the team?
Not like as an assistant. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
I mean,
Bring the flat top back.
He's one of my favorite all-time players.
Bring the flat top back.
Yeah.
Back on the field where he fucking belongs.
Yeah, I honestly think that the Black Friday game should be our game every year.
Why? Because we're black.
Well, because we wear black. I mean, it's just Black Friday. I mean,
fair.
it makes sense. And then we go
That's
in
fair.
all black out. You know, everybody, and it's a home game for us, is how it should be. So everybody wears black to the game. Players wear all black. I mean, come on, man. You've seen alternate helmets of our helmets in all black. I mean, just look at the Booster Club mini helmet.
Yeah.
You know, being an all, it's not. I don't have.
Yeah,
it.
we don't have it in here.
They're gone. I don't have them anymore.
Oh.
You know, in all black. I mean, it's just a badass look, man. That'd be fucking awesome. Let's see how he wants to be around for a rise back to the top. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to come back, that'd be awesome. Right, 805, all black is the ultimate dream. Got a photo in my office of a custom Black Raiders helmet. Yeah, man. Jess says Tom Brady, whether we like it or not, is a winner, and he's a competitive. It is competitive, which is good. Yeah, I mean, it's
he's not going to fail on purpose.
No.
I know there's some people out there like, oh, he's going to sabotage us. I'm like, no, he sunk a lot of his own money.
You did hear that too, right? I
heard
that too.
He's sunk a lot of his own fucking money into this. He's not just going to piss it off into the wind.
It's an investment for him,
Yeah.
and any wise investor is not going to purposely try and sabotage a company or an organization to lose money, because guess what? That means he's losing money too.
Yeah, you're not going to do that.
You know, I mean, unless his ultimate goal is to bring the team down in price by, you know, making them not worth as much and then buy them on the cheap.
Aren't we like the sixth most expensive team in the league right now?
Well, I don't know the exact ranking, but I know we're up.
I know Dallas is number one because Jerry Jones fucking marketed that team like crazy. So,
what's up, Michael? What are we doing? Let's see. What did Frank say? Why not? Black Sunday in 1984 was already our day. Yeah. Raider Nation. What's up, Raider Nation? How you doing? Tradition is big with the Raiders, and especially with Al's vision for the Raiders. Raider Nation can individually express themselves as they wish. No hate. Be you, but that won't happen. Probably not. But it would be a nice thought, though. Now, listen to Brady's speech to all the employees at the training facility. He said and pronounced his love for the Raiders. He's from the... Yeah, I know he was a fan when we were still there. He was born a Raider fan. Oh, God, yeah. You kidding me? Blackout merchandise would be... Oh, Jesus Christ. That would be absolutely ridiculous. even if they did, the numbers could still be in black, but you could have like a
silver border,
like a silver border around it, so it still highlights and you can still see the number. You know. And that's why Atlanta changed their scheme to go. Yeah, I mean, and as you said, that's why a lot of these other teams too also went to all black at one point because it sells. You know, black merchandise sells. You know, even when we're shitty as a team, our merchandise is still one of the top ones in the league because of the color. You know, black is it. You know. Atlanta went to those all black, and look what happened. You know, Jacksonville uses black now. You know, so many different teams use the black jerseys.
Come here. No, you don't want. Okay, bye.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, brother? Patent leather grade numbers. Let's make a fascist statement while we're up there too, right? With little pleats in them. Eric, no additional changes yet. Nothing else is, not that I've seen. Have I even looked today? Shit. You know what? I haven't. Usually I look at it every morning.
Oh, for free agency, I haven't seen anything.
I got a weird start to the day, so it kind of.
Cooper's signing, I think, is the only thing that's changed since last night. It happened late last night.
That was yesterday. Mikhail Becton too was late yesterday afternoon.
Oh, Mikhail Becton.
Yeah, and I saw reports where he wanted to play tackle, so which could also be a reason why we didn't bother bringing him in because we don't need a tackle right now. We needed a guard.
The 49ers who originally cut Kyle Juszczyk, they fucking signed him.
Did they take him back?
Yeah, look, it says it right there. They bring him back for a 2-year deal.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, I see that now.
The Falcons are keeping Cousins. Oof. That's a big mistake for them. They should get rid of Cousins and just go all in on Penix.
I don't like Brady, but in all fairness to him, he's from the Bay Area, but wore number 12, not 16. Nah, man, picture this: all black, including numbers, name, and shield. Those will be the reflective ghost form type. Yeah, I can see only the light. Yeah, that would be pretty badass. Yeah, we got 3 labs in the house here, and one of them's mine. The other 2 are my daughter's, and her old man, Bo. That's his name, Bo. Bo.
Bo Cephas.
He's all gray, so he's all silver and black. Mine, Gracie, she's little and she's got the gray under the chin too, so she's silver and black. So what's going on? All right, so we're at an hour and 22 minutes here. We are gonna have to get off. We got a new dryer coming in, so wanted to get on at least an hour or so in, but it's gonna get noisy in this room pretty soon. You got anything you want to say before you log off?
Don't sleep on Mostert. I know a lot of people are like, come on, do something better. Try and poke the team with a stick. Do something. Mostert's a good move. Mostert's a good move. You know, we take a running back somewhere in the draft. Mostert will be able to teach them some serious good shit. You know, he might not be what he was a couple years ago, but he's still got the knowledge. Yeah. Mostert's a good pick. I feel like Gino will work out for us. I was never super interested when Minshew was the guy. I'm decently interested to see what Gino can do, especially with a guy like Brock Bowers. You know, they just got to bring in someone else to help Jacoby because Jacoby's not a wide receiver 1. He's a very good wide receiver 2. Did we keep DJ Turner or did we let him go? Because it's Myers, DJ Turner, and who's the other wide receiver?
No, it was Tucker.
Trey Tucker. Was Trey Tucker the one that left?
I don't remember.
I know we lost one of those 2. I'm hoping it was Trey Tucker because DJ Turner was better. arguably he was better. He didn't have nearly as many passes, but the passes he caught were deep and they were very good. And he's a great route runner.
You know, good question.
I hope it was DJ Turner that we kept and Trey Tucker that we let loose. We need help on the wide receiver side for Jacoby. Jacoby can't be our wide receiver one. We got to make a big splash for wide receiver.
Trey Tucker's still on the roster.
Fuck.
Yeah, but he's a deep guy.
He's okay. He's okay. I would have taken DJ over him, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see.
That's it.
So, Price is he's gonna get out, but yeah, we're gonna be letting it off now. It's gonna get super noisy in here. Plus the dogs are gonna bark like idiots the rest of the day. So, appreciate everybody checking in and watching the show. We'll probably be back in a couple of weeks with another show.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah. Definitely, I want to be on live during the draft. Oh, you're going to be working second shift.
I will be working second shift. That ain't going to help.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
But you could be on the Saturday show.
Yeah, but who wants to watch a second round?
Better than nothing. It's
first round's best.
Oh, of course it is.
First round's best.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, watching the show. Thank you, everybody that donated. Not donated, but provided the chats. Appreciate it. Till next time, I will be on tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time. 6 o'clock Pacific on the Raiders last call with myself, Chris for Raiders. Hopefully, we're going to get Papa Rundown on with us tonight. But we do have a special guest on tonight. Captain Jack is going to be on with us tonight as a special guest. So don't forget to tune in. We're not going to be talking a lot about what's currently going on with the Raiders. It's going to be mostly old school stuff and people getting to know who Captain Jack is. So appreciate everybody tuning in. You want to say anything?
Nope, I've already said my piece.
You want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, like a man of very few words sometimes. Sometimes can't get him to shut up. But till next time, folks, take care and go Raiders.